Alright, so we got a quick and easy one for you today. So easy that I'm sick and in my pajamas, and we're going to knock this out. So if you got a GM vehicle that's got the door moldings like this that are coming off or messing up, we're going to show you how to take these bad boys off, clean them, retape them, get them put back on like a professional. So first things first, if your molding's not all the way off, we've got to remove it. You're going to want non-marring tools to do this. And in the perfect world, where your molding's still on the truck, you'll take one of these and get behind it, and usually you can put a little bit of pressure and these will just pull off like this one did. If not, you can run you some painter's tape along the top of it, kind of like I just did here, and then you can work your tools up behind it, and you're going to work your way down pulling this off. Once you get it off, this is what you're going to be left with. These things, unless somebody has done something wild, are usually just double-sided taped on. So we're going to want to clean this door very well, and then we'll look at how to get this double-sided tape off. You can clean this with whatever you want to. We're going to use some glass cleaner right here just because it's going to be simple. Knock most of our dust off real quick. So now with that clean, what we're going to be using is an eraser wheel. You've got to be careful with these. You do not want to burn your paint off. Another thing to note, that when you do clean this, especially if you use water and you scrub it, it's best to wait and let this double-sided tape dry, because it'll just turn into like a sticky mess. Put it on top of the tape, light pressure. You don't have to push down very hard. And you're just going to work it back and forth on your double-sided tape. And as you can see, we're spinning on top of the double-sided tape. Let's try down here. Yeah, it's just taking her off pretty good. But you can see how it's smearing. It's because this double-sided tape is kind of gummy from cleaning it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, go inside, we'll clean the molding, and then we'll come back once it's dry to remove this. So here's our molding. It is cold outside, so it's stiff and all wonky looking. Now, if your molding is like this, it's not a big deal. Lay it on something flat out in the sun for a while, and it'll go back to being straight. It won't be a big problem. Or you can take a heat gun and heat it up. But let's look at how we're going to remove this double-sided tape from the back side of this molding. All right, so to start with, you're going to want a razor blade, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to bend this razor blade. You'll want good razor blades so they don't break, just like this one did. So we'll have to get another one and try it again. All right, so new razor blade. Give it a shot, see what it does. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick that up, how bent it is, but you just want a little bit of a bow to it. Then what you're gonna do, starting right here at the front, you can get your razor blade up against your molding, and then you're just going to drag it the whole way. And be careful, don't let the blade slip and cut you. You don't have to get a lot at one time. Just take your time, get little pieces, and then repeat the process. Watch your pressure and what angle you got your blade at. See right here, it's cutting well. Cut all that off. You want to keep your blade fairly flat at just a little bit of an angle. Too much angle, it digs into the molding. So I'll go ahead and get this done, and then y'all can see what it looks like afterwards. Alright, so to do this job, And there you're we going to want have a few it. things. You're going to want So some you can 1/2 see inch double-sided tape, Bottom one's fairly clean. some non-mar The tools top to help one you we haven't remove done your yet. molding if you We'll need go ahead to. and do the top. Some and then quality each razor side blades. may have some. You're going to We'll drill go back and clean this with some one of rubbing these alcohol, eraser and wheels we'll on get ready there. for the next step. So before we tape, get ready to retape this, some we stuff need this to clean stuff up to with. be fairly flat.
And then one
the
of the
easiest
more
way to do
important
this
parts,
is set it out in the sun,
some adhesion
on something
promoter.
flat, and
So
it'll flatten itself that'll
out.
give you a rough idea what you
We don't
need.
have time for that,
Let's
so we're
get
gonna
into
use
it.
a heat gun.
If you do decide to use a heat gun, Be careful, don't hold it in one spot too long. You can melt a molding, you can burn your paint, all kinds of not great things. So and there you go. So we're gonna leave it on a flat surface, let that cool down. While that's cooling down, let's go get the double-sided tape off that door. Now, as I was saying earlier, you want to be careful when you're using this thing because it will take your paint off. Watch out for bubbles underneath your moldings. I have seen them where the paint has started bubbling under the moldings. Just be careful, but just a light pressure. And you can just keep it moving. It's your safest bet. Now on your edges, I do like to turn the drill this way to keep from running against this molding and melting it. Now, once you get all your double-sided tape off, we're going to clean the door again, and then you'll go back and get any spots you missed. Now, for the little bit of residue that is going to be left, you can see where your eraser wheel was kind of rubbing against it. We're going to use brake cleaner. You're going to have to excuse me, not feeling the best today, but going to use brake cleaner. Mineral spirits, denatured alcohol, that stuff's a lot safer. You can use it. Just whatever you got to kind of clean it up. You want this surface as clean as you can get it, because this is what your molding is going to hopefully stick to. And if it's not clean, it may not stick that well. So now that our molding is nice and flat, we're going to flip it over. Then we're going to take our adhesion promoter right here. Be careful, don't get this stuff on the paint, it can etch it. But everywhere we're going to have double-sided tape. We want to dampen it with this pad. And this is how you make sure your molding stays on your truck. So just like that, it doesn't take a whole lot. You probably need a pad for every molding or two. Let that sit for just a few seconds and we'll be ready to put our double-sided tape. Be careful, this stuff will stick to you pretty good once you use that applicator pad. But it's as simple as you take your tape, you run it down the molding, from one end to the other. So as we're putting our tape on, one thing you want to pay attention to is your edge. You don't want your tape hanging below your edge. It won't look great. It'll collect a bunch of dust and dirt. But once you have your tape on there, just go through, firmly press it down all the way, and then we'll be ready to go slap this thing on. So we want to make sure that we put our molding on level. You can look at the other side to see what your spacing is supposed to be, but the way I like to do it is take some tape and run it from the back all the way to the front to kind of give me a line to go off of. Now, I'm not sure how well this tape's going to work. Some stuff I had in my box. I'm usually using the 3M painter's tape. But what you want to do is at the back of your rear molding, put your tape right there up against the bottom of it. Make sure you've got it stuck pretty well. And then we're going to pull this to the front. And then we're going to look down it until we can bring it up to where it's nice and flush with the bottom of that rear molding. just like that. So now we've got a pretty line to put our molding on. So now we're getting ready to put the molding on. We want to take the backing off our double-sided tape. This can be a little aggravating sometimes, but usually you can get your razor blade in there and flick it back like that. And then we're going to pull a few inches from both sides. We got a few inches pulled on the rear of the molding. Make sure you're not putting your molding on upside down. What this is going to allow us to do is stick the rear of this molding onto the truck and then line the front up, and then we can pull our tape and press it on. So let's show that. You're going to line it up. Make sure you got it lined with your tape. Put it where you want it. And then you can push the back down. Then we will hold the front where we want it. And then you just pull your tape. Looks like we was a little bit too far back going off that. Let's see if we can. No, she's stuck. It'll be alright though. Pull your tape, put it where you want it. Then you can come back, pull your top. So, looks like it may have been just a little bit too far back on the back, but it'll be alright. We can take and clean the front up. We're not getting, the front's not laying all the way up against it, which it doesn't really right here either. But hopefully the sun will come out in a while and heat this up, and then you can push it on. It's cold, stiff, but hopefully I found this video useful. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know, and catch you on the next one.